Good evening, all. I'm going to do something that I haven't done for a very, very long time, which is invite Amanda Delaney on screen. In actual fact, I haven't invited anybody on screen for, I can't even recall, because the feature was taken away by Facebook, but apparently it's back. So, what I'm going to do is, if you're very, very patient with me, I am going to, I think Amanda has to be watching me in order for me to invite her. So, it's a bit nerve wracking when you're trying to do stuff like this live. Let me see. Request to be in your broadcast. Allow viewers to send you a request to join your broadcast. I shall turn that one on, that bad boy on. This Tenny is there watching live. How he's doing? 11 now. Let's see if I can find Amanda Delaney. No, she's still not there. Let me tell you the background as to why this call is happening, okay? While we're waiting for Amanda to come in. Basically, I've been getting some emails from people who are saying things like, I can't sign up for the workshop because my kids won't sit with me, or they don't want to do it. And that's absolutely fine, because it's not really necessary. It's not imperative that your child is with you, sitting beside you for the whole lot of this workshop. But what is important is that you have the tools in your home to be able to impart the confidence and resilience tools to your children. And they are exercises. In actual fact, Marina Brannigan just very kindly uploaded the workbook to the group a couple of minutes ago, which is great. And that you'll have that workbook forever. And they are the exercises that you'll be able to go through with your kids at your own pace. And it's not a one-stop shop. It's stuff that you can do over and over and over and over again, okay? So let me just see if I can find Amanda there again. Can I find Amanda? No, she's not there. This is really odd. If I can ask you, Amanda Delaney, if you are watching live, if you can put a comment in underneath, that would be brilliant. Because I might be able to add you in that way. Sorry about this. I have a thing about wasting people's time. I cannot stand wasting people's time online. I like to just get to the point straight away, get the information out and let people get back to their day. But look, when you're doing stuff live, this is just how it is sometimes. No, she's not there. Oh, Amanda, what am I going to do? I don't know whether I should end this live stream and start again. I wonder if I click up here. Oh no, bring Geraldine Hughes on camera. No. I'm clicking all the wrong stuff. Oh, here we go. Approve. Amanda Delaney. Here we go. Add. Okay. This is great.
Hello. Just as I got a big plane comes over.
Listen, this is brilliant
So
that
glad
we're
this
able to
feature
do
is
this
back.
again.
Isn't it brilliant? Facebook realised they made a big boo-boo when they took this one away. And everybody started using Zoom and doing interviews and getting really cool engagement and conversations. So they brought it back. Thank goodness.
Amanda, this suits me and you down to a T, because it allows us go live in seconds. Like,
yes,
for those of you who haven't met Amanda Delaney before, Amanda is a very good friend of mine. She's also one of my business partners, and she's somebody that I love and trust very deeply. So much so that we don't have to have a conversation about what we're going to plan, what we're going to discuss, or a breakdown of, we just go, we need to discuss that particular topic. Let's do it right now. And that's what we do. And I've missed that, Amanda.
We know, really have. I think we use this feature more than anybody else. And it'd be literally, we'd be on the phone and we'd say, let's put this on Facebook.
Yeah, other people need to hear this conversation.
That's it. I was just speaking to one of my clients today and I said, it's not always a waste if you do something with one person. That's why I love coaching now in groups, because the power of people together and stories and conversations is something else. Unbelievable.
In actual fact, you and I said last year, we're never speaking again unless it's recorded.
Yeah. We've done quite a bit of that since that conversation.
Absolutely.
So it's been great. But listen,
brilliant.
Nicola has a great workshop on next week, and I know the benefit of it as an adult, of learning but trying to portray that to your teenagers, like, too cool for school. I'm not having that. And
Yeah.
I said, Nicola, is anybody else having this issue, or is it just me?
Yeah.
So that's when we
Yeah. It's
decided
not.
to jump on and have this live chat. So tell
Yeah.
me, what's
So,
the story? How do you get around a 13, 14-year-old?
okay. So I just want to explain. I was trying to explain this at the start. So I had a very brief conversation with Amanda the other day saying, listen, Nick, I would have loved to sign up because you have a couple of teenagers in your house.
Yeah.
Would have loved to sign up. However, they're not having a bar of it. And your kids actually know me. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the
if
thing.
you're having hassle,
And they look up
then
to you. Like,
other people are. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you're not the only one. So what I want to say to you about that is that even though it's confidence resilience for parents, it's for kids, but the parents obviously have to be there live with their children, holding their hands. But it's not imperative that your child is on the live stream. It's very hard to grasp any child's attention for 2.5 hours. I mean, come on, people.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
the beauty of being able to have it in the group for the 2 weeks and having the workbook means that you can sit down at any point. You can either learn the tools and then you explain it in your words to the child, or you
Right.
can do it in sections, each exercise 2 a day or whatever it might be.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. Break it down with me.
break it down and make it simple. And obviously, how anal I am. I like things done in sequence, and I have them in sequence on purpose because it's a build up to a particular point.
Right.
But it's not a one-stop shop, as you well know, Amanda, with all person development, right?
But,
It is
come
not
here,
a
I tell
one-stop
you as well,
shop.
parenting and challenges don't come in alphabetical order. They just come
No.
whatever day of the week, whatever month of the year.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So what I want to say to you about that is that it's not a one-stop shop. It is stuff that can be repeated over and over and over again. In actual fact, the tools that I'm going to be using are the tools that I would use in the majority of times with all the kids that I would be dealing with. But it's
Yeah,
actually a derivative of the tools that I use with the adults.
yeah, 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 yeah.
You know, so isn't it just brilliant that we have an opportunity to be able to give the same tools to younger people and that
I'd
they will
love
have them
her to
forever?
get, and this is, yeah, but this is what I'm hoping that she will, because I know how she responds to you.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? So I really want her to hear this from you and not me.
Yeah,
So if you have any
yeah.
tips how I can sneak that in, or do you know what I mean?
Well, listen, I'm a big believer. Like, do you remember that I did the positive parenting top tips during
Yeah,
when we were in proper lockdown, right?
yeah,
Like, I'm a big believer in saying to the kids, listen, I love you. And I know you hate me guts right now, and I'm making you do this, but I love you enough to let you hate me. So we're going to be doing these 2 exercises every day for the next 5 days. Me and you for an
perfect.
hour between 10 and 11 o'clock. It'll be a bit of crack, me and you at the kitchen table, and we're just going to get it done.
Yeah,
And hate me even more
yeah,
at the end of it if you want. I don't care, but we're doing it. Like, we don't
yeah. And the
allow
next 2 weeks
children
we're
make
doing this.
adult decisions.
Yeah, yeah.
We, we let
Oh, come
children
here.
make
I hear
children
you, and I
decisions.
do it myself. Do you know what I mean? I hear
Yeah,
you, and I'm not doing principles, and then you end up going, oh, whatever. It's easier.
yeah, yeah.
It's easier
Amanda, I'm
to
going
do
to
it.
ask you to address an issue here. Elaine Skelton said it's very expensive.
What?
Mm,
No, it's for nothing. It is for
mm.
nothing, and the privilege of having it for 2 weeks is unbelievable. Like if you were to go for a one-to-one session, do you know what I mean? And instead of getting just that challenge met, you're having a bank of them. Do you know what I mean? You
Yeah,
have your
yeah,
own instruction book then for every challenge that comes. It is
yeah,
for nothing. And I
absolutely.
know this. I know this. It won't be that afterwards. I'm
That's
sure
the
it won't be that
thing.
price afterwards.
There's not a price, well, it won't be because it's launched through the new website in a couple of weeks. But
Yeah.
and I actually get really uncomfortable speaking about money online because, as you know, how
But
we feel about
why?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
well,
why? I did a talk on that the other day. You know, you work hard. This is years coming together. Years. This is
absolutely.
years of you seeing children. It's first-hand experience. I can't see you now because the sun is blinding me. Wait
You're
till I
all
just
right.
now. Yeah, so I still can't really see it now. I can see a shadow, but yeah, this is years of experience, and it's, as I said, it's not out of a book. You've actually sat with children for many years. And
Yeah.
I know you've done great work with my pair. To the point, I'm going to
Yeah.
tell this story. This is hilarious. Ian was having a wobble one day. Believe it or not, yeah, he does. Anybody knows my husband? He does have a little narky moment every now and again. And Molly said he should ring Nicola.
That's right. I remember
It
that.
was
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
should get Dad to ring Nicola. Because
That is gas.
that's how powerful a
Yeah.
conversation is, and that's why I'm so adamant. I want Charlie to watch you, hear it from you, and then we can discuss it together. And it's
Yeah.
35 quid, like seriously.
I
I don't have
know.
to travel out my home. I have a whole
Yeah.
bank, not just me, but if I do what you're after suggesting there, Charlie has tools, which is more
Yes.
important than me having them right now. At
Absolutely.
14, I want to empower her out on the street, out with our pals, out with the disco, out in the next year and the next year in school, transitioning to the senior part of the school, all of the conflict, getting our first job, going for our first interview. Like
Yeah.
this for me
Absolutely.
is priceless. There is no
Yeah.
price you can put on this.
Yeah, I'm actually really taken aback at how uncomfortable that comment has made me feel, because I pride myself on value, and I know what I have put into this. Listen, there's 43 years of work after going in behind this, but we're planning
Yeah.
this a long time, and it's not only me. There's a team of people behind me, um,
But then I
but I
suppose,
know,
what I say when they talk about money is expensive compared to what?
yeah,
And then everybody has a different purse string, and that's okay too.
yeah,
So,
that's fine
we
too.
have to
Yeah,
accept that as the business owner as well, because you've got overheads, you've got a team of people to pay their salary, so you can't work for
yeah,
nothing.
yeah. But I have to say, I've been asked to do a particular workshop like this for kids for a long time,
I've been
and
hounding you for this one.
it's
That's
it's
just
it's
me.
something that I wanted to do. It's something that I've really wanted to do personally, because one of my greatest passions is working with the kids, because I know then they'll have the tools forever. But
Yeah.
I was putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, because it's a mammoth task to have
Yeah.
kids and adults. Well, first of all, I never imagined that I'd be doing it on a live event on a computer. I always thought it would be in person.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I will definitely miss that element of it. But yeah, it's a long time coming, and I'm
But the
chuffed that
only
it's
thing
coming.
about this, there's a huge advantage to the online, and this, I suppose, COVID has really taught me that as well. If
Yeah,
it's recorded, you can watch it over and over, because there's only so much your brain can take in one sitting.
yeah. And come here, yeah, you're getting me all excited now, because this is another reason, is that, like, the girl I was 12 months ago is different. And every
Hmm.
time you will revisit those notes, your child will be different.
Yes,
And
exactly.
it's not the one-stop shop. It's not like you do the course and you're going to be full of confidence and resilience for the rest of your life. Newsflash, lads, I have to work on my confidence and resilience every day of the bleeding week. It doesn't
Yeah,
go
I know.
away. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't leave. It doesn't go away. So, no, it absolutely is worth the value, for sure.
It's a
Um,
bargain.
yeah, yeah.
An
Okay, I need to
absolute
settle with
steal.
that. And do you know what? Do you know what is really good, that why this is happening live, is that it shows people as well. We said this on the call last night for the Entrepreneurs Academy. It shows people another level of vulnerability of me, of you, that we're real,
Yeah.
that we have feelings, that we get questions like this by email and live streams all day long.
Oh, it took me,
Um,
come here, it took me a long time to get over that money mindset. I've had to do a lot of work to unload what was in that bag package. Like that, a lot of that stemmed down to values that weren't mine and that I dumped a
yeah,
couple of years ago. And we talked about that in the values workshop as well. There are other
yeah,
people's values. And then, of course, there's always genuinely, as I said already, there's genuinely people who that would be expensive to. But you know
of
what, as
course.
well, if it's a priority and it's something that you really feel that you will benefit from, you'll find a way.
Yeah, yeah. I always say that you'll find a way, or you'll bend around a way. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
If you're
But
determined to
Amanda,
do something, it'll happen.
I hope she watches. Ask her to, just ask her to come. Ask her to come in. Ask her to just give it a try. Her Auntie Nicola won't
No,
be
I
too
will.
crazy. I won't go too mad.
But she
Um,
idolizes you. That's the
I
thing. But I'm going to
know.
do
But
that.
maybe there's
I'm going to do that
embarrassment
snippet every
involved.
day. Yeah. 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 Or
There
it,
could be
it
an
could be
embarrassment.
that, I don't have a problem. I don't need that. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
okay. There's nothing wrong with me.
yeah.
Because they don't
You
realise
just
it
broke
doesn't
up
have
there
to
a
be
little bit for
animals.
a second there,
Oh,
Amanda.
did I?
What did you say there?
It could be that I just said, they're probably thinking, well, there's nothing wrong with me. I don't need that. I'm not
Yeah.
having a
Do you
challenge
know?
at the moment. I'm coping.
Yeah, I'm grand right now. But I was just
Yeah.
thinking there, Amanda, as well, that, and it just popped into the back of my head, maybe some of the kids are saying, Jesus, will I be expected to participate in this? Will I have to say things? Will I have to type things? And they won't, not unless they
No,
want
I
to.
said that to her. I said, nobody will even know you're watching.
Yes.
Nobody, and I think that's important. I have stressed that, but if you're wondering the same thoughts as me, stressed that nobody knows they're watching.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, because the kids, I think they get worried about stuff like that, Amanda. And that
Fear of
they're worried
judgment's
about their
huge.
appearance and all on camera.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I'm going
Right.
to do it as you suggested, just break it down into day with her. I'm determined. And the other one can come as well. She's 10 now, just because she's my baby. I do forget.
I
She's starting to
know.
get the little attitude. I do forget because she's so tiny that she
Is
won't be
she?
long. Do you know what I mean? Yes, she's only in age 7 to 8 close. She'll
I
be 10
know.
on
She's a little
Saturday.
dot.
She's a duck. She's a duck. But
My
again,
God.
she's out playing and she's out in the world. Once they're out in the world,
Yeah. Yeah, listen, when they're
they're gonna be
interacting with
challenged.
people, we have to make sure
Yeah.
that they're told up. Right. Well, listen, I'm going to let you go because you're struggling there with the sun and your Wi-Fi is
I'm
coming in
blind.
and out. A
I
little
know
bit.
you can see me, but I can barely see you.
Oh, man, did you remember
There's
we
a
did
painter
the,
still in my house.
do you remember we did the interview
Oh
one
yeah, I
day live
couldn't hear
and
you.
you couldn't hear me? Still
You
able
were
to make it.
finishing each other's sentences. I
Oh,
was
that was
finishing your
priceless.
sentences and I couldn't hear a word you were saying.
It was absolutely priceless. You couldn't make it up. It was brilliant.
Oh, it was
Right,
brilliant.
but listen,
Well,
go
listen,
on,
I
have
got
a
to go.
lovely
I'm actually
evening.
sweating sitting under the sun,
Yeah,
and
enjoy
it's
that
going to be an
sun now.
amazing. It's going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to telling her she's doing this.
Yeah,
It's not enough,
yeah,
and I really look forward to seeing what comes out of it for her and for
yeah,
Molly
yeah.
going forward, Nicholas. So thanks a mil, and you know what? Thanks a mil for listening to us all. And I
No
always
problem.
say it's words are different than action. So I get it myself. Some people ask you to do these things, and they're the ones that don't show up. It breaks my heart.
Yeah,
So if you are like me and you've been asking Nicola, make sure you
yeah,
show up for you
yeah,
and your kids.
absolutely. Amanda, thanks a million. Take it easy. Tell all the
All right,
Delaney's I was
take
after
care.
having.
Talk to you later. I will
Bye.
indeed. Tell Neil and the kids I said
Bye.
hello. Bye.
I will. See you, chicken.